friends, welcome to my channel JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and today I just thought I'd sit and chat while I crochet on my C2C granny stitch blanket. We are getting packed up to go away from the house for a while, so I tend to overpack. And I pack thinking, oh, well, we need this just in case. We need this just in case. So, you know, I've got all the vitamins and all the pain relievers and allergy meds and probably too many crochet things to worry about. I've got, you know, what I think is enough clothes for myself and for my youngest. My older two get to pack themselves, and so therefore if they do not pack everything that they need, then they have to survive with what they have. I mean, if it's a dire necessity, something that they need while we're away from the house, then this mama's heart will oblige them and get them. So I'm just sitting here. You may hear some family commotion in the background. They're watching TV and talking, and yeah, our Nebraska team lost last night because, you know, just can't hold on to the games for the whole game, I guess. Excuse me. But I really wish I could find a good angle to put this phone, but not have it like looking up at me and not necessarily cutting off my head like that. And that way you guys can see me actually crocheting. I am using the Clover Amour. I don't know if it'll show up. It is the L9 8.millimeter. They are plastic, but y'all, they are my go-to hooks. Like, I have all kinds of hooks here, but for some reason I will pull out a hook, start to use it, and go, I want to go back to this one. So, like, let me show you what I got here. I'm literally just, y'all, throwing some videos out there so I can fill up my week. So look, I have a furls, I have an Omi, I have an O-Fire, another furls, O-Fire, another O-Fire, a really big Clover Amour, in the PQ 15mm. Then I got all the prims. The only thing I don't like about the prims is trying to remember what the millimeters are. I don't have the millimeters and letters memorized. So this is, so, okay. And then I have a bunch of boy hooks, and I have the Yarnology hooks. These are the small versions of the, I don't know why I have these in here, but these are the smaller Amazon crochet hooks. For some reason they're in here. And then there's another Hobby Lobby hook. And then these are the Knitter's Pride, I don't remember, Knitter's Pride, like wooden hooks. They're okay. They have some nice pointed ends on them. Here's a bigger one. But yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to hooks here. I keep hearing footsteps, not prints, footsteps. My brain. So like here, I'm gonna use it's just, I think it's too long for me, and it feels like I have to choke up on this hook to get it to, you know. So it's like, well, why choke up on it when I can just, you know, more comfortably just go to this, and it has the thumb rest right here where I rest my thumb, and I hold like this. So I hold like a knife, I guess. I don't do this. I mean, I don't know that finger ever really comes up. Okay, so I do, when I'm yarning over, I hold it to do my double crochet, my first yarn over. So I guess I do this, but for a very brief amount of, for very brief. So, but I am just, you know, working on this. This is going to be my car project that I work on in the truck for the next several hours in the truck on our way to our first campground, which is down in Kansas, off of the, what lake is that called again? The wrong lake is coming to my mind, and I know it's the wrong one. Milford Lake. It's near Manhattan, Kansas, and we have my husband's family lives down in Manhattan, and my mother lives in a smaller town northeast or northwest of Manhattan. I can't remember. It's almost straight north. Anyway, and then my mom and her boyfriend, they have a camper that they have now permanently parked down at this campground around the lake. And it's her birthday on Monday, so I did not get her blanket finished. I am bringing it with me to work on while I'm down there. So she'll get to see glimpses of it if she even sees me working on it, because I don't really like to take the bigger blankets outside because I don't want to get dirt and debris on them, and so I tend to work on the things in the camper more than I do outside. Well, and I don't mind doing it outside. It's just the bigger the blankets get, the more likely they are to drape over my side. So like right now, this one is draping over my lap and it's staying on my chair, but like the camper chairs are a lot smaller that I sit in. So that we have, I call them camper chairs, camping chairs, that we have the lawn chairs, they're camping chairs. They're foldable, portable chairs that, they're not the ones that you throw, well, they do have bags that you could put them in. We just stopped using the bags because they got worn out, and honestly, we have a spot in our camper that we throw them in, and it keeps them out of the weather. Well, we throw them under the camper at night, and upside down, so that way the dew doesn't collect on the seat, because if we leave them out, then the dew collects on the chairs, and when you sit in them in the morning, they're a little damp. So we tend to put them upside down under the camper, so that helps protect them from the dew collecting. And then, but anyway, these chairs are not exactly like the ones that you can buy at like Walmart, with the canvas material. They do have that material on them, but they're just made different. They're a little bit more, I don't know, they're a higher quality camping chair. And they were all free. So hopefully the company that my husband works for, we can eventually get some more from them, because those chairs are nice, and they've lasted quite a few camping seasons being thrown around and yeah, being worn and all that. So yeah, they're good chairs. I mean, we'll buy them if we have to, but it was nice having had them for as long as we have, hopefully longer, at least through this season. And then, you know, eventually we can get more if we need them. But anyway, it's my mom's birthday on Monday, so we're gonna, you know, go down there and go camping and hang out with them for a handful of days, and then we're gonna pack up our camper and move to a location near Kansas City where we will attend the NASCAR race next weekend, which is exciting. I actually kind of like going to the races. I don't know, I love personally going to races. Any and all kinds. I am so fascinated by cars and races and just all that. I mean, I'm not like a huge fan, you know, like I don't get into it like, you know, obviously the yarn. And, you know, I have all the shirts for all the different drivers and whatnot. Although there is a driver that my family, my kids and my husband, and, you know, in a way kind of me, you know, I just kind of follow suit. But his name is Kyle Larson, and he is also a sprint car driver, and so we were able to attend a sprint car race where he raced in. And my kids actually got to meet him in person, and got a picture with him and got an autograph. So they are, you know, Kyle Larson fans. They do like other drivers. My one kid likes Christopher Bell. You know, we don't really have a favorite except for maybe Kyle Larson. You know, he doesn't do well every time, but yet my kids and my husband still, you know, still root him on and cheer him on, and hopefully, you know, he wins. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't, you know. I don't know what it would take for my kids to stop liking him, to be honest. But he seems like a genuinely nice guy from what little interaction we had with him. I mean, he was super tired by the time we met him, so it was like 10 o'clock at night after the sprint car race, and he had come from NASCAR qualifying, I think, before the race, and so he was, you know, he was just plain out exhausted. So he just wanted to get through the crowd and get through the fans, you know. But he was nice enough to stand there and take it all in and smile and, you know, be there for his fans, which I do appreciate and respect him for that. Yeah, but you could tell he was definitely done. You could just read it on his body, his face and his body language. He was just, you know, like, he was just ready to be done and get some sleep. I don't know why my throat does this. I'm sure part of it is I need to drink water, but this is my morning caffeine, and I'm still working on it. I just opened it like 40 minutes ago. It's still kind of cold. If you can see what it is, my husband and I really like those, but I also will do the sparkling ice caffeine drinks. And I actually picked those up at Walmart yesterday because for some reason Zions's are they're not numerous everywhere, and finding them is kind of a pain sometimes, and finding the flavors that we tend to, you know, gravitate towards. So anyway, my brain just kind of so I was on Kim from Fortunate Creations live this morning. Yes, I'm recording this on Saturday before we head out to go camping. Obviously, I've been talking about preparing and all that, and I'm so like bad about putting my videos up out of order on my on my channel, but y'all, I am getting videos posted for every day that I'm gone, so that way I can concentrate on just sleeping in, crocheting, having fun with my family, and not having to worry about necessarily recording too much while I'm on quote-unquote camping vacation. So I need to cut this thumbnail because now it's snagging, and I've messed with it, so now it's snagging like really bad on my yarn. So, oh my goodness, family noises, gotta love it. You know, I don't mind these noises so much because they're happy. Yeah, they're kind of screamy, but they're not making it like obnoxious. I really feel like I'm gonna be done with this blanket quickly because I'm using an 8mm hook, and the decreasing on this is so, like, it's awesome. I don't know, it's like, I think I misunderstood Mishi the other day on Zoom, because when I followed her directions, it wasn't looking right. And so I had to go and look at some pictures to visualize what she was saying to me. And I wasn't doing it right, because it was not looking like this. See how you can kind of have, like, there's a straight line right here? This is actually, this right here is where it actually turns down. But right here is the straight line to the corner. It wasn't looking like that. It was, I don't know what it was doing. So I figured out my issue, and I've been following her directions ever since, and it makes me want to do more of these granny square C2Cs. KK from K&K Crochet, she is a big C2C person, and her love for C2Cs is definitely inspired me to do even more of them, you know, like, oopsies, don't drop my stitch there, and not necessarily picking up more projects per se, but just getting back into doing them again. I will say that my son's blankets that are just like one color, you know, I'm only attaching new colors as they come, or like, you know, I'm only having to attach new yarn as the yarn runs out. I'm not changing colors. I'm actually pulling 2 strands of yarn together at the same time using a 9mm crochet hook. And those blankets are going to be big and heavy. I was noticing though last night that the first portion, the first corner of my C2C, that the yellow one that I'm working on, is really super duper soft. And I'm using the same yarn all the way through, and it's like, like my hands feeling the corner and then feeling where I was currently at felt different. It felt less squishy soft, if that makes sense, like buttery soft, silky soft. Trying to get all the descriptives out there. Like the corner was like, oh, like a dream soft, and then it got further to where I was currently at. It's still soft and squishy, it's just not the same, if that makes sense. It like changed softness through the blanket. I don't know if my tension got tighter or what. I think part of it just has to do with that I've been working on it so long that it's just kind of, that corner has just loosened up, you know, kind of relaxed, and been shook out quite a bit and stuff. And so I think, and I'm hoping it'll get better.
When do you head now?
When I go to get lunch. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm actually gonna wrap up this video because my husband's wanting to head out and do some store stops before we grab lunch before we head out. So I still made it a good 20 minutes before, you know, I was bothered. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below what you guys are working on, if you enjoyed this video. And it's a beautiful day to be kind and positive, friends, and go make something beautiful. It doesn't have to be crochet, it could be whatever you want. And we'll see you on the next video, friends. Bye!